Good evening, and welcome to a segment of LGBTQ Red Carpet. I'm your hostess, BeBe Sweetbriar, and I am here at the W Hotel in San Francisco to celebrate the 2013 Gay Pride celebration at the media party. Thank you for joining me once again for the LGBTQ Red Carpet. I'm here again at the W Hotel, and we're celebrating at the media party for the 2013 Gay Pride celebration for San Francisco. I have two wonderful celebrities and dignitaries that I'm sure you recognize. I have with me Duane Cramer, who is a world-renowned photographer. He's photographed so many people across the world. There's way too many to name. He's also a past Grand Marshal here in San Francisco, so I want to welcome him, as well as we have Mondo Guerra, which I'm sure you recognize from Season 8 of Project Runway, and the winner of Project Runway's All-Star Season 1 recently. Welcome, guys. And, of course, doesn't Mondo look wonderful? I hate it when the guests outdress me. I really hate that. But welcome, guys. It's so wonderful for you guys to be here and celebrating with us. As well as you guys are working on a project that I really want to talk to you about because it's something new and innovative with the Merck Corporation. And so why don't you tell me, it's the project I designed, and it is geared towards patients of HIV and working with their doctors in some kind of fabulous technology. So you want to fill that with me?
So Duane and I teamed up on a national HIV education campaign in collaboration with Merck called iDesign. And iDesign is really a program that encourages people living with HIV to have an open dialogue with their doctor.
Yeah, and it's important that clients and people living with HIV really get creative with figuring out the treatment program that's really going to work for them the best.
Right.
And so we're really, going around the country speaking to groups and individuals about different ways of making sure that they can be healthier and that they can figure out what's going to be the best for them.
Right. This also not only includes the two of you going around and speaking, it also includes some technology as well, right?
Exactly. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure, yes. Earlier this year, we came out with a couple of brand new applications to really help people manage their own HIV and to really encourage and really stimulate and promote dialogue with their doctors about what's happening with them. One is called My Positive Outlook, and it's an online application where you can actually have reminders of when to take your meds. You can put in daily reminders and really things of how you're feeling, so that when you get in front of your doctor, you can have a really intelligent conversation about what's really happening, and you won't forget anything.
As I say, reminding yourself to remember those things.
Well, the important conversation, and that's what we're really trying to get. That's the message: is have these important conversations with your doctor. It's really important to have a relationship with your doctor, trust your doctor, and have this open dialogue. Beyond asking, the normal questions that you want to know, like your CD4 count, your viral load, any side effects that you might be having from your current treatment, and then anything else that might come into play in your healthy life. It's really about being prepared when you go into that doctor's office and knowing what you need to ask.
Because mental health is just as important as physical health.
And that's part of the conversation too. So it's a really holistic approach, and while this is focused on HIV, it's really important that you talk about all aspects of your health with your doctor. And both the mobile application and the desktop application are ways in which you can really track and monitor your own goals around achieving, a zero or undetectable viral load, and really, increasing your CD4 count. So it's very exciting.
And how is the public really getting to know that these applications exist? Are there bigger campaigns than just the two of you going out there? Are there commercials? Are there ads? What's going on? How will the public know that these things exist?
Well, I guess, I would say it's kind of like word of mouth, That's like we're going to different conventions like United States Conference on AIDS and talking about it. And that's the most beautiful thing about it. Again, we're bringing it back to the conversation. It's really important. It's really inspiring for me when I go to these different meetings to listen to people that are affected by HIV. Maybe they're not infected, but they are affected, whether it's themselves. Yeah, exactly, And I think there's so much importance in sharing your story, because as a community, we have to share our stories to make it stronger.
Right.
You're on the cover of the Plus magazine for July, and I'm sure there's an interview involved in that. Do you speak about this new project?
I go pretty in depth about the project I Design project that we're working on, as well as some of the other things that I'm doing. But again, my goal is to really make the environment and all of us healthier. So the more I can talk about different ways of encouraging the dialogue between doctor and patient, and encouraging dialogue between one another and family, that's what I'm really doing. That's really one of the ways that we're getting the message out as well, through these interviews with different magazines.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. I'm glad you shared with me and you shared with my public, our public in this interview. So hopefully I'll see you inside and we can have a little bit of fun.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you, BeBe.
Thank you, Duane and Mondo.